This is why you will end up working in a kitchen forever instead of doing something bigger. 99% of chefs who I met before in my whole life, their goal is to actually go to like Michelin star restaurants, work their way up to bigger chain restaurants or hotels, getting higher pay, such as like, $25 an hour, $30 an hour. I've never seen anybody going for something more dynamic or something more different. But I think you really should, because working in a kitchen is not the only way. And this is something that I would suggest instead of working in a kitchen, so that you can go for something bigger. So let me just be straightforward. Start your YouTube channel right now. Start your YouTube channel. This might be like, what? Like, what the hell, right? No, you gotta start a YouTube channel. You're a chef, you work in a restaurant, you're a good cook, you have some skills. Start your YouTube channel. I don't care what you're doing on YouTube. You're cooking, you're talking, you're sharing your stories, you're making some funny reels. I don't really care. Start your YouTube channel. And here is why. The reason why working in a kitchen is not the only way is because the only reason why is it's not financially stable. I wouldn't say the word stable. It's not financially sustainable. It might be financially stable because you're just getting paycheck to paycheck. Unless you do a bad job, they're not gonna fire you. Maybe they would if something like COVID happens. But unless you don't do something stupid, they're not gonna fire you. So from other perspective, it can be financially stable, but I wouldn't describe that as a stable. I would say it's not sustainable. Think about that. How much do chefs usually make? Do they make more than 100K a year? 150K a year? I don't think so. Like, barely. It's always a thing that I suggest to young chefs who are growing, who are learning, who's graduating schools. It's really good that you're getting your experience in restaurants, you're growing your career, but at the same time, do your side hustle, which is growing your YouTube channel. And this advice is going to be directly related to running your own business, running your freelance business. And many people think, when they think of a business, when somebody tells them, hey, you got to do your own business, they get scared, right? We get scared. We're like, business, like it's so up there, it's so far away from me. Like, I don't even know how to do business. I don't even know what that is. I'm not born with it. I don't have money, I don't have time, all these reasons, right? And I want to tell you, yes, it is true, but it's all about how you view the business, from which perspective. Nowadays, because of all this social media, all this AI, all this internet stuff, literally everybody can own a business. Everybody. All you have to do is just register your name to the government. That is it. You have a business. But obviously, that's not what you want to know. It's all about, if you own a business, you want to know how to, make money, how to promote yourself, how to do marketing for yourself, how to do sales. Those kind of things are something that you're curious. So let me elaborate now why you need to start your YouTube channel right now. So as you know, growing a YouTube channel takes time. It takes time. Some people takes 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to grow to grow till 100K subscribers, million subscribers, or even 10,000 subscribers. It's pretty damn hard. So why is it important? Now let's take a look at the business part. What is your preconception about business? If you think about that, the typical perspective of what we view the business is this. Once we build a product, we come out with a brilliant idea. We come out with a product or a service, and then we build it, and we figure out a way to market that product or service. And then the third step would be you figure it out how to sell it. So it's building a product, marketing, and sales. That is a classic way of doing business. That's what we all know about, right? And that's all, and that is also a way of what this whole bigger corporates do. Look at Samsung, look at Apple, look at Amazon, look at all these businesses. Doesn't matter if they're doing service or product, they will come up with a product or a service, and they'll come up with these marketing campaigns and ideas and strategies, and after that they'll sell it. And that is the typical steps of what classic businesses do. But it is true, but obviously it is not going to work for you. That typical way, that classic business way, works only when you have a capital. Once you have a capital, once you have money, you can build a product, you can build a service, whatever the hell you want, you can build it, and then you have the money to come up with a marketing strategy. You have the money to make mistakes. You have the money to go back and forth, fix the product, do marketing. If it fails, you fix the product again, and you do marketing. And if it sells, you do sales. So this whole thing is possible when you have a capital. But obviously for us, it's not true. It doesn't work for us. So this is what I suggest. It's not only my opinion. It's proven. It's very worldwide proven right now from online business owners who are doing millions dollars of business from online. No office, no physical location. They're just doing business online and they're making about that much of money. And let me share how it is possible. I've been working as a marketer and consultant and a chef for restaurants for years, and I've been studying a lot of other businesses, how online business works, how other coaches, consultants, how other online businesses generate revenue. Because if you compare restaurants and online businesses, they have very two different characteristics. As you know, restaurants have physical location, which actually affects a lot of sales in terms of where your restaurant is, what you're selling, what you're offering, etc. It affects a lot. But online businesses, when I first encountered online businesses, they don't care what they sell. They're like, they can relocate anywhere. They're working remote. They don't even have staff. They're like one-man company. But they're generating a lot more than what typical restaurants are making. So I was like, what are they doing so different? So I started researching. I started learning all these techniques, all these strategies, all those things that they're doing. And I realized the most important and the biggest difference that they do from this old business model. So let me share with you this. This is gold. Listen carefully. So as I mentioned, when they build a product, they market and they sell. That is the old classic way. What these online businesses do is they reverse the steps. They market first. They do marketing first. So instead of building a product, they do marketing first. And then they build a product and then they sell. So when you build a product first, you need capital, as I mentioned. As well as when you do marketing, it requires capital. Because you already have a product, you need to sell it right away. You need capital. Just because you switch those steps, marketing without a product doesn't take any money. It takes time and effort. So what it means is when you are growing your YouTube channel, when you're growing your social media, when you're growing your personal brand, you're doing TikTok, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, all these social medias, you're growing. It essentially what it is doing is you're growing your personal brand, which is you're marketing yourself first. That is what you're doing. So you growing YouTube channel is not about you doing YouTube and showing off your skills and showing off, doing it for fun and, sharing with your friends, having, 20, 50 subscribers. That is not the point. The point is, the point of growing your YouTube channel is to do marketing, is to doing your personal branding, so that later on when you have your fan base, when you have your community, when there are people who like you, who wants your things, who wants what you offer, then after that you can research your fan base, you can research your community and find out what they want. And after that, you build a product. So basically, the failure rate is extremely low because you already have your own community and they're already telling you what they want. So all you have to do is just create a product that they want or service that they want and offer them. So this is a new way of doing businesses in 2023. So there are a lot of chefs, beside me, my friends, They're asking me because I'm doing a business. They're asking me what kind of business should they do? What kind of business do I have to do in order to make money, in order to work less and make more? And I'm like, don't focus on business first. Grow your personal brand. Do the marketing first. Learn the content creating first. Do YouTube channel. Write blogs. Do podcasts. Grow your social medias. That's what I always tell them to do before learning about these businesses. Because it takes time to grow your YouTube channel. As a chef, you have a lot of skills and talents to show in front of people. And the way how you craft your contents can be very different from people to people. Some chefs can have a specific concept and their branding style that they have. And some chefs can be a little bit, a very funny and comedy, more light, not too heavy, not too professional. And some chefs can be more of an informative, educational. It's all different from people to people. So the most important skill that you need to learn while you're growing your career as a chef is to content create and to craft your own voice. That is the most important skills that you need to learn as a chef in 2023. Not just being a chef de partie, sous chef, head chef. That is not the priority. It doesn't pay your bills. Simple as that. I respect a lot of people who are going for that goal. And I think it's really amazing. I think it's really great. The reason why I suggest this business and all this online YouTube channel is because simply being a chef doesn't pay your bills. That is it. Simple as that. Imagine a life when you are working, as a chef, as a career. You're doing something that you like. And you're doing side hustle. You're growing your YouTube channel. You have your own audience. There are 10,000, 100,000 of people who love your content. And imagine they are asking for a certain type of product or service from you. And imagine that you can offer something to them. Imagine how much money that you can make. Just imagine, I'm not talking about being a millionaire here. I'm talking about paying your bills. I'm talking about being your life a little bit more comfortable financially. Wouldn't that be awesome? And there are people who like your contents, right? It's just awesome. So I'm not here to talk about, why you need to use it because it's fun, because blah, blah, blah. If you can show off your skills to people, you can make more friends. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the real life, practical application of your career. This is actually the way how to build and grow your career in a real life. Just branch out your thoughts and think about what's going to happen later when you own a restaurant with your personal brand. I've mentioned it quite a few times in my podcast before and my channel before. Just imagine, let's say your goal is to own a restaurant in the future. Just imagine. I've been consulting a lot of restaurants through my career, and I've been talking about this a lot in my podcast and in my YouTube channel. The biggest reason why restaurants fail is because is operationally and from marketing perspective. It's operations and marketing. So it's either they fuck up their operations, or they're putting wrong product at a wrong place. That is the biggest reason. Imagine you have a personal brand. Imagine there are hundreds of thousands of people who love your content, who watch your content, who are buying things from you. And imagine you open a restaurant, you leverage those audience, you leverage your brand to open a restaurant. Imagine what's going to happen. Imagine what you can do to your competitors around you. Imagine you have a shitty location and people will come to you. That's how those small restaurants who's in a shitty location, but people are still going there. It's not because some of them they're very famous, in the neighborhood. But if you look closely, those are the restaurants who, in a high chance, the owner or the chef over there has his own personal brand. That is the power of personal brand. That is how much you can leverage your personal brand to make sales or to grow your business, to grow your career. It can do a lot of things more than you imagine. So if you want to level up your business, you want to start your business, or you want to just grow your career, doesn't really matter. The first side hustle that you need to do is growing your YouTube channel. So I hope it helps. If you want to learn more about how to create contents, how to start editing videos, how to start creating your own voice and YouTube channel, click the link somewhere in the video, and there's a mini course and there's a masterclass that you can watch in my website to level up your career, to level up your business, and to help you start your first side hustle so that you can start growing your career. And I hope to see you there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.